Hi everyone, Janie here. Welcome back to my garden. We have much better weather today as compared to yesterday. Yesterday we had a lot of rain and a ton of wind, and I tried to get out into the garden and it just didn't happen. I ended up getting a plant delivery instead, which was wonderful, very exciting. But today I really want to get some plants planted in the garden. So I have a couple perennials and a lot of annuals to add some color to my center island. So here's some of the color I already laid out in the center island for planting. First of all, I have the 2025 annual of the year from Proven Winners, and that is Supertunia Mini Vista Yellow. It's a really pretty yellow vista. It's very, very prolific. And whenever Proven Winners indicates that it's a annual of the year or a perennial of the year, shrub of the year, whatever, basically it means that you're going to be able to find that in the garden centers. So this is a plant that you should be able to find at your local garden center if they sell Proven Winners. And it's a great plant and definitely one that I wanted to add to my garden this year. And I think it's going to be really pretty right next to the raspberry Superbina. Another plant that I definitely wanted to add that is actually a temperennial for me is this Augusta Lavender Heliotrope. Now, you all know how much I'm obsessed with Heliotrope. I love what's called Fragrant Delight Heliotrope. That's not a Proven Winners variety. It's my favorite because to me it smells so good. This one, to me, it doesn't have the same smell as the Fragrant Delight, but you're getting Augusta Lavender more for the color. It has a really beautiful color, and when the garden is in full swing and it's hot and everything else is suffering, this one is doing really well. And then this one is actually a temperennial for us. It's zones 9 through 11, so it's gonna last, which is a little bit better than I can say for Fragrant Delight Heliotrope, which doesn't always overwinter for us. So anyway, I'm going to get a bunch of these planted all around the garden. They're a little bit taller than they're 12 to 24 inches as compared to the raspberry Superbina that is shorter than that. So I have them behind the raspberry Superbina. Isn't that beautiful? That's going to be gorgeous. And then I also put them in front of my Weeping Atlas cedar right there. So I think that will be really pretty. So then, in addition to the plants that I already put out there, I brought out these. I just brought out some more of the Supertunia Mini Vista Yellow. So I'm going to continue adding to that spot right there. I have one of my favorite plants, which is this Orange Blvd Kniphofia. It's just about to come into bloom, and it has the most gorgeous orange, bright orange color. Let me show you guys. So it's just going to be one of those plants that you see from across the way. Like it's so pretty, and I just love these bright colors. I'm really leaning into these bright colors of the garden. It really just makes such a difference. Like, look at this. Look at that. Isn't that, it's beautiful. It's just gorgeous. So anyway, I'm going to put a couple of the Kniphofia in the center island. And then I do have 6 of the Supertunia Bordeaux that I held back from planting around the gazebo. And I thought that would be really pretty to have on either side of this pathway. If I just did 3 here and 3 here. What's the spread on these? I think it's like 2 feet. Yeah, it's about a 2-foot spread. So if I do 3 each, I'll have a 6-foot square area, if that makes sense, 6-foot square area of Supertunia Bordeaux right here on either side. And I think that will be so pretty as like an entrance to this center island walkway. So in an effort to not get distracted from all the other beautiful things that are blooming in the garden right now, I'm going to get started planting now. Okay, I've got the majority of the holes dug for all the plants that I'm planting here in the center island, but I wanted to show you what's going on just on the other side of my front fence. I think my husband saw my video that I posted yesterday about the mess that we have up there. Haha, so we know the secret now. All I have to do is show you guys the ugliest parts of our garden that need work, and all of a sudden Jason starts working on it. How's it going?
It's going.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're doing good. What made you decide to work on this today? Did you all of a sudden get this idea?
You get more string.
Look at me. You look so handsome right now.
Do I? With all the grass in my hair, in my face, and my teeth, and everything else.
Are they in your nose?
I feel like it.
I think they are. You're doing good.
Yeah, thanks.
Continue on. I made a pond for you in the backyard. Get There's a toad.
There's a toad?
It's jumping in the hole.
You need protection from the toad?
Yeah, it's looking at me. Look at it, it's staring at me. Ah!
That's a cute one.
It's okay, Monty.
Where'd he go?
I don't know.
Oh, he's over there.
Where?
Fast.
Where? Ah! Okay. Move, Monty. Move, Monty. Monty, move.
He's all right, there we go. Now he moves.
Oh.
There he is.
Should we just leave him?
Yeah, he's fine. Let him be happy.
He was in my planting holes. Oh my god. Oh my gosh! I don't know what is going on with these toads, frogs, whatever you want to call them in my garden. I've never had so many of these guys in my garden before, ever. There was one in my gorilla cart the other day. It was that one was for sure a frog, but how did they get in my gorilla cart? I have no idea. So we just keep putting them in the backyard by the ponds. I don't know. Jump scare gardening is what it is. Giving me a heart attack every day. It's supposed to be relaxing. It's not relaxing when a frog jumps out at you. Okay, so I am all done planting. I got 40 plants in the ground. That's my count for today, which I think is pretty good. So let me show you. So let me show you guys. Of course, not all of it is blooming yet, but you can kind of have a good idea. In a couple short weeks, it's going to start getting warm here, and we're going to start getting really beautiful blooms. Over here on the left side of the entrance, I have 3 of the Supertunia Bordeaux. I think that that's going to be really pretty, especially with the mirrored entrance. 3 on that side, 3 on that side. It's right next to my Amazing Daisies Spun Silk, and then I also have Denim and Lace Russian sage right there. Again, over here, I have another grouping of the Bordeaux. And then I have this kindly privet right here. That guy's going to get up to 4 to 6 feet tall. And I'm kind of thinking of it as the Sunken Garden at Park Winters. They have beautiful, beautiful privet topiaries. I'm not going to train the kindly privet like their topiaries. They kind of have like obelisk topiaries. I'm going to do these as spheres, and then I'll put more upright shapes with other evergreens like the live Christmas trees I have in my backyard. But I am going to kind of topiary those kindly privets that I have dotted throughout here. On the other side of the privet, I have the Supertunia Blvd Ste Yellow, which is going to give a pretty pop of yellow right next to the Supertunias Magenta, and then the Augusta Lavender Heliotrope. I think that will be really pretty. Right behind the Augusta Lavender Heliotrope, I have Silver Lining Artemisia right there. It was so funny. About 2 weeks ago, it looked terrible, and then it kind of fleshed out, and it's looking really pretty. And I love that blue. That blue foliage color is gorgeous. You can see my Thunderbird Mangave is it's got its bloom stalk right now, so I'm waiting for it to bloom, and then I'm going to take these out and replace them with other Mangave. I was talking to Walters, and they said that this variety of Mangave is the shortest. They bloom the fastest, and once Mangave bloom, it's pretty much done. Hopefully it'll make a pup for you, but I've been torturing these guys, and they didn't get watered for a while when we were kind of renovating the center island, and so I didn't get any pups off those, which is a bummer, but that's okay. And then coming over to this side, I have more of the Supertunia Blvd Ste Yellow kind of coming up here. I have a trio of my orange blaze Kniphofia that I think is going to be beautiful. Another one of those privets that's going to take some time. I think I probably planted this guy too close to this privet, so I'll probably have to move it, but I'll do that another day. Augusta Lavender Heliotrope. I have my Chinese fringe flower where that frog / toad is hiding right now, so I'm staying away from it. And then, of course, my Weeping Atlas cedar. So, yeah, I think everything is looking really good. I'm happy with it. I've got more things to plant, lots more things to plant, but I mean, I think 40 plants in a day, I think that's pretty good. So let me show you what Jason did. Okay, so does it look better? I don't know. I kind of liked all the wildflowers and the daffodils and the poppies. It's clean. It looks cleaner. He's not totally done yet. He has to clean off the fence. And then what we're going to do is we're actually going to put cardboard down and then wood chips on top of it once we get a wood chip delivery. He ended up just cutting down the daffodils because it was just too hard to get all the weeds and leave the daffodils. So yeah, kind of a bummer. Oh well. You got to do what you got to do. These rose bushes were here when we moved in. They are messing with our fence right now pretty badly. I kind of want them out. I don't really like them. Jason wants to leave them because he wants to see where they are. So when he digs out the roots, he knows where they are and it's easier to pull out. That's why he left them. So anyway, this is the update of the front of our yard. Very boring, and I'd rather think about the pretty stuff on the inside. So I got some good planting done today. Jason's still working. He's working on leveling my pots on the other side of the greenhouse. I am going to go water plants. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden today.